Hey guys, what is going on? Today is Friday, September 16th, so the Captain Store finally has changed after I think it was like 40 something days. So we finally have new level 50 rewards, and I'm going to go over them real quick and talk about them a little bit. And my initial impression on the cards. So starting with the Donaldson, the level 50 reward is going to be the 2011 rookie, or not rookie Braun, but I guess that would be prime Braun. He has 4,150 tickets, 97 overall. Now, if you guys don't remember, this is the year Braun and Kemp were going back and forth, for the MVP race. So they had pretty similar years actually. But if you look at their attributes, for Braun right here, pretty good hitting card, definitely. Personally, this would be a very good bench card because he also has that speed factor, 79 speed and 78 stealing. But personally, this is not a card I would probably start on my team, although this thing absolutely hits really well. The cool thing about some of these new level 50 rewards is they are not 5,500 tickets, so a lot of them are a lot cheaper. So, I mean, this isn't a bad card. You can play left field or right field. If you wanted to start him, you can, but to me, this is more of a bench player, and a good one at that. I mean, this might replace my Hanley Ramirez off the bench, but we'll see. The next captain, Jacob deGrom. Now he has Craig Kimbrel in there, a 99 overall Craig Kimbrel. Now, this one is 5,500 tickets, and to me, this is probably the most disappointing captain reward. Now, if you look at his attributes, yeah, they look pretty sexy right off the bat. But if you compare this to his live series, which is also a 93 diamond, really the only change in the actual attributes that matter is walks per 9 is plus 20 compared to the live series. His home runs per 9 is nearly maxed out, and in comparison to his live series card, it is 21 points higher. His clutch didn't even change. I mean, come on, they could have changed his clutch. I mean, that would have helped the card a little bit, and he's already at 99, so I don't know. And also, it looks like for how their control, velo, and break works, it's kind of weird, guys. For control, what they do is they take average of the first, I think they take the average of the first 4 pitches. Velocity, what they do is I think they take the average of the first 4 pitches, and break is just the highest pitch break for that player. So if you have a slider that's 94 break, but you also have a fastball, a 2-seamer that has 93 break, and so on, and you compare that to another card which has 94 break on one pitch but has 50 break on his other pitches, the break is still going to look the same on the player card, so it can be really misleading. But Daddy Leagues hasn't updated their site yet with these new cards, so I haven't got a chance to look at their individual pitches. But from looking at the control, velo, and break, it looks exactly the same as the live series. The pitches look like they have not changed at all in regards to control, velocity, and break. That's somewhat disappointing. I was hoping this Kimbrel would be throwing harder because it seemed like he did throw harder. I remember him hitting, correct me Braves fan if I'm wrong, but I remember him hitting 100 miles an hour. And on this game, his base velo is 97. So to me, this card would have been more worth it if he was able to, consistently hit 99, 100. And it's kind of like Chapman. I could live with the fact that he only had really 2 pitches, a fastball and knuckle curve, which I'm not a huge fan of the knuckle curve. Defensively, they might have messed with some of his attributes. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how this card is a 99 because it is so difficult to make 99 overall closers. But to me, honestly, this is probably the most disappointing card because they could have done a lot more with this card. It's still a good card, but really the only difference you're getting is a little bit more control plus 20 walks per 9. That's really it. And for the Altuve level 50 or rank 50 reward, it is the rookie Mike Trout. Now I think this is probably going to be really the only rookie or the only level 50 reward I would recommend starting, or at least for my team. Some of you guys might want to try some of these other cards, but this one I could probably find a place for and actually give a try. It somewhat reminds me of the Cepeda, kind of, with his reverse splits. Absolutely crushes righties, 98 contact, 85 power. And against lefties, again, it really reminds me of Cepeda, 64 contact, which I think Cepeda has 65, and his power is 80. Doesn't come with a great vision either. Has good clutch, but that doesn't do anything. Good discipline, good durability. Now, I was really disappointed with the fielding on this card. In my opinion, Mike Trout's rookie year was his best defensive year. I'm not sure why. I could understand the arm strength being a little bit lower because he has gotten bigger and stronger. but his fielding I think should be higher. Same for his reaction. He was just a faster player. His reaction was a little bit better, obviously. But his speed and stealing, though, is really nice, 95-90. This could definitely really be a useful card. And it's not even a 99 overall, which it should be. I'm not sure how it isn't. But this one is going to cost you 4,850 tickets. But this is a really good card. I'm not sure if it will find a place for you guys, if in your guys' lineup or not. But to me, that's a pretty good card. Again, it reminds me of the Cepeda with better speed. Of course, Cepeda has the arm and defense. Moving on to Rizzo, level 50, we have finally another Cubs flashback. And that is going to be the 95 overall Andre Dawson. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not. Probably not. A lot of you guys are probably around my age. I don't really remember watching Andre Dawson play. But if you do, or if you know about him, you guys will know that when he played for the Expos, remember, he's already on the game for the Nationals and Conquest, going back to the Expos, as a center fielder. He was a lot more faster, known more as like a defensive guy, and apparently the turf messed up his knee, so he had to transition to right field when he went to the Cubbies. So this card, it's I don't know, it's different than the other Andre Dawson. Again, it's more about the arm strength and the hitting. The hitting's a little bit better. Actually, I think the arm strength's pretty good on the other one as well, but I think the arm strength's a little higher on this. The defense isn't great, but for a right fielder, that's pretty solid, especially with the arm strength. Now the hitting, it's solid. I don't even know if this is a card that you could really even consider platooning, because 80-84 isn't really anything to write home about. But he is decent against righties as well, 72-87. This card reminds me of the Al Kaline and also the Dave Winfield. There's a couple Dave Winfield cards. I mean, it's a solid overall card. I honestly think those cards are probably more well balanced. To me, this isn't a card I would start. This isn't a card I wouldn't get to platoon either. Although you could platoon with him, or if you're a Cubs fan, you want Andre Dawson or whatnot. I mean, it's not a bad card, and it's only 3,100 tickets, so that is the good news. Again, guys, it's getting to the point of the season where you just want to try some of these cards for fun, or if you're a fan of the card, or if you're a fan of the team. Anyways, I don't really think this card is anything special, but it's cool they added it. Moving on to Eric Hosmer's level 50 reward. Dennis Eckersley. Now, I don't know if you guys remember last year, he was in the game with pretty similar attributes and I think the exact same pitch repertoire. Not a huge fan of Dennis Eckersley. Right? His 99 walks per 9 is nice, but this card, if you guys have tried the Raleigh fingers, they're going to be pretty similar. He's going to be throwing in the low 90s. He might touch 94. His slider, it has good break, but he's only a 2-pitch pitcher. So to me, I mean, the good thing about this card is it's really cheap. 2,650 tickets. So I guess if you want to try it out, go ahead. I know a lot of people last year got him and were severely disappointed, and a lot of World Series teams, or even Championship Series teams for that matter, really disregarded this card. It's not going to be very common. I doubt anyone goes out and gets it. The good thing is, though, he does have good control, so if you like that, I don't know, give him a try, or if you're an Oakland A's fan. Finally, moving on to David Ortiz's level 50 reward is going to be another Orlando Cepeda. This is a 94 overall. And this one is a little bit more balanced compared to the St. Louis Cardinals Orlando Cepeda, which is more of a platoon. You can still use this as a platoon. Now, if you didn't get a chance to get the Albert Pujols, this could be a replacement for Pujols, or not a replacement, but it could be a alternative to Pujols if you didn't get a chance to grab that card. This fielding isn't as good, but man, his attributes are really, really solid. Good vision. Hits lefties a little bit better, but is also solid versus righties. So if you if you need another right-handed bat, or you didn't get a chance to get the Pujols and you need a guy off the bench that can hit lefties, this is a card you guys should probably check out. The one cool thing about this card is he does come with 70 speed, which I think might be the highest out of all first basemen now, if you're not including secondary such as like Hanley Ramirez. But this is a pretty cool card, and it's only 2,650 tickets. Overall, I know a lot of people are going to be somewhat disappointed with these. It is what it is. I mean, it's coming to a point where they pretty much have released all of their cards, so there's not going to be too much to look forward to. I mean, it is cool that they're finally starting to do this, but I think they waited a little bit too long The one reason I think they did it was to try to compete with Madden and whatnot. I don't want to get into all of that though, guys. I just wanted to give you my impressions on the cards. I think some of them can find a spot on your team. Obviously, if you have a stacked team, they might not find a spot, but I know a lot of people don't. And these are really 6 solid cards that could find a spot on your team, except maybe the Eckersley. I don't really like, and I'm not a huge fan of that one, but the other ones definitely could play a major role on your squad. Let me know what you guys think of the new captains in the comments, and let me know if you guys like how San Diego Studios is handling these captain rewards. I personally think they waited a little bit too long, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a nice day, and thanks for watching the video. This is Cardinal Bird 5 signing out. Peace.